Based on your track record, I actually believe you, because you have actually delivered numbers in the class.
So the relativity component that you're describing, what is that more specifically?
Okay, relativity, technically speaking, would be foreign function invocations built into Einstein directly. So the Newton programs could use FFI technologies to directly access the libraries and so on. I got this working with a Newton script interpreter with APIs that already exist. You know, there's a Newton script interpreter by Makoto Nukui, which is called Newt0. And I implemented some native calls directly in it and defined some very simple APIs to just say, I want to talk to this library of the host system. And then you say, I want to call this and that function. So you don't even have to as a developer of Newton programs, you won't have to touch Einstein at all. It would be dynamic. You could call any library using documentations and so on. So this is for this part.
So it potentially gives you access to the resources of the host operating system.
Yes, this is it.
Interfaces,
And data performance, yeah.
interfaces, USB,
But there are two hosts.
This is it. Here, you've got the libraries here, and your package can access it directly. And here, just the other way around, just an access directly to Newton data with some packages on Einstein specific thing. So the host programs can just control the Newton. It can already do this, actually. This part is already implemented. For example, with the monitor modes, you can evaluate Newton script expressions directly in Einstein. So you just type them and goes there. So it's just a matter of adding some interface.
Can you demonstrate that very easily at all?
Yes.
I think it's worth it.
We show them the current model sources running Einstein and relativity and watch them go, what?
Come on, let me restore my backup before I broke things up last night. Okay. So this is gone. Actually, this is an old version. In the Zorus version, when you want to calibrate the screen, it invokes the Zorus program to calibrate the screen directly. Because this is pretty useless. I mean, I just click. Okay. And here you got the interface. And here I can take.
It didn't expire.
Oh, I did make a mistake probably in the Newton script codes because I got an error. Roots. So maybe it's extra without an S.
Extras drawer?
Full letters? Extra drawers?
I think so.
No.
You need to capitalize the O and open this time, if that makes sense.
I don't think that matters.
Does the program have a dictionary?
Okay, so I got the highlights. Actually, this one as well, when I tap backlights, it just sends an event to the thing. So this is this Neil, sorry. So in this new version, there is a new code to ease this transfer, and it will be part of relativity. I mean, programs could just send expressions and get the data back directly, the host programs. So you could have some Linux-based programs developed for Einstein, just like a Linux binary that would directly interfere with the Newton. And we could imagine that have visual interfaces, just like builds. You know, here I could just, any Newton script expression, so any interface could be built. So do you have any other question?
Can we see what you're doing?
You need to be able to restore the MCU.
So what are you doing at the moment?
I try to figure out why it no longer boots.
Because you're here at the show.
Yeah, the demo guys don't like you.
We'll
Sorry?
all close our eyes and then it'll work. It's because we're watching.
You need to disable the critical event detector or something.
Now, the problem is, last night I did some last-minute changes. So it worked when I showed it to Larry Yeager. And yeah, this is a beginner's mistake, I know.
It's better, it just doesn't work anymore.
Screen on the same dimensions, is that the smaller?
No, this is smaller. Actually, when you boot Newton operating system for the first time there, normally it starts up a kind of, I show you here. Actually, where's the mouse? Okay, so here. So here, I just erased the flash. I just removed the file. So it's going to boot Newton operating system, and with a blank flash, just starts with erasing everything. And sorry, it's on this screen. Okay, and you go through the regular setup things. Oh, okay, I figure out what I did. I remember now. I shouldn't work at 11 in the evening.
There's a construction one I thought
Yeah,
you'd use.
yeah.
So this takes a while because it erases the flash. And it's quite long, and you've seen the second boot. And here Einstein is booting at the same time. Okay?
So it's going to be a minute.
So it's going to take, but here the flash, it doesn't need to erase the flash. So you see this program, this is what shows up.
Yeah.
And on the Zorus, the screen is too small. So instead of displaying this, it says, we can't open this because the screen is too small. Do you want to rotate the screen? And even if you rotate it, it doesn't fix the problem. So the screen of the Zorus is half the size. So here,
So what's sort of
here this is the newer version of, and he suggests to call the calibration software for X for PDAs. Here, but it doesn't work on the Mac because there's no calibration of the tablet, of course. And here it gets the data directly from the host system. This is my address book data. Here, just my name. And he knows I live in Japan. He knows about my address, but you won't have it because there's no Unicode font to display it. But this is my address in Japanese, zip code.
So you're saying you'll